Choose your character.
Just to get into this, would you guys like music over these new segments? The podcasts are going to be, like silent apart from the intro, which I've made myself. The intro is pretty nice, just together myself. But would you guys like music over the new sections? Let me know in your comments below. I'm going to take a sip of the water here. I'm going to cut these out later, but exclusive sip of the water, and I'll get this started. Greetings, everyone. This is Player Select. This is a news/podcast thing that we're trying to start on the channel. If the channel couldn't get any more of a variety channel, they were fucking have slapped a podcast and news channel onto it. They are separate, of course. If you guys are wondering where is the other person on the screen, you see a hedgehog on one side and a beautiful blonde man on the other. That is my friend Barnoff, Scott, who will not be joining me. Well, I don't think he will be joining me for the new segments. But when he gets to the podcast, he will be. And we'll get guests, of course. We'll make a regular podcast/talk show. I don't know what you want to call it yet. But if you listen to this, Scott, get your shit together. You know, I don't care how long updates take on those laptops. I really, genuinely don't give a shit. But you're going to get on here and not pussy out. So these new segments are going to be just very small ones to do at the end of the month. But never mind, you're going to hear a lot of gaps and shit in this because I'm treating this like a podcast. So these episodes might be 10 minutes long, they might be half an hour long, they might be an hour long, depending on how much shit there is. But I'm barely going to edit this because I want to treat it like a talk show little thing, like a radio meme. I don't know how to describe these, but yeah, it's going to be at the end of every month. I'm going to try to put these out, and they're going to go over stuff in terms of the news, just like gaming news, or stuff that has piqued my interest the last month, or stuff to do with the channel that I want to announce. This is where all my old update videos would really go. I used to do really old update videos just talking about the channel and what I was going to do, so I've just kind of implemented this as well. I was going to do regular update videos, but I figured that this platform would be the best to do it on, like the Player Select thing, so let's see how this goes. Before we begin, unfortunately though, I really didn't want to start this on a downward note, but unfortunately, as of today, 29th of August 2020, the fucking dreadful year, Chadwick Boseman, who a lot of you know as Black Panther, unfortunately passed away. I think last night. I've barely looked into it, but I woke up to that god awful news. I don't even know why I'm doing this now to try and distract myself from it, but my and the channel's condolences go out to all friends and family that have been affected by this, and fortunately can push through it. And hopefully this year will just fucking end quicker, and it's just been bad and bad and bad. I feel like it's like 2016 all over again. We lost so many great people. One thing I'm glad Desmond, also known as Etika, didn't get to see, because I think he would have been just distraught. If it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for Chadwick Boseman, we wouldn't have Joy-Con Boys forever. We wouldn't have Wakanda forever. We wouldn't have that famous. I say Wakanda forever, and you can all immediately just think of the pose we're looking for. So yeah. This episode of the new segment, and probably the next podcast as well, could hopefully be released soon. We'll go out to him. I'll take a sip. I'll pour one out. Yeah, so I don't really know how to transition between that. It's kind of let's hopefully just have a more positive note. So we'll normally start out with formats. I'm going to explain the format of this as well. It'll start off as a more gaming thing or things I've seen that I've liked. Then I'll move on to the channel and. Shout out to AP Graphics for doing this, by the way. This little thing you're looking at on YouTube. By the way, the new segments are only go up on YouTube. They will not go up on SoundCloud, which are the podcasts going to go, as well as YouTube. So for the audio and visual listeners, I'm doing both. Wow, look at me being fucking, putting effort into shit, even though these aren't edited. So let's start off with the news segment for the gaming stuff. Nintendo, a couple of weeks ago, did a mini direct. Everyone fucking loves those, and I wasn't really going to tune into it. Decided to. Opens up with Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. Something that's in for just kind of dropped out of nowhere. And if for those of you who don't know, Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory is a canonical continuation of the Kingdom Hearts series that is a rhythm game. Yeah, it went from a action game where you swing a massive key around to a rhythm game. And guess what? My levels of excitement are equal for each. So that's going to be... Look, I'm personally looking forward to that. It's kind of blown my mind of the shit that's been added into it. I don't know why. And the day after, they dropped the theme as well, the final trailer. Just the day after. I'm dropping another trailer the day after because that's how video game companies work. That's just kind of that's how something else should have done it. I'm gonna mention later. That's how another company should have done their trailer. Just bam, information. Here's a new game mode. Here's how the game works. Here's how the story mode. Here's some teasers for the story. Square Enix learning from their mistakes with Kingdom Hearts 3. So not posting too many spoiler stuff as far as we're aware. Tiddling our curiosity a bit. Is it this? Is it that? But the theme. Oh my god. They dropped the website and they dropped the theme of the game. This is not only looking to be my favourite Kingdom Hearts theme, but probably one of my favourite video game themes. Like, it is that good to me. I'm a big fan of jazz. Like, everyone, if you know me, I'm a big guy, big swing jazz guy. I like my little jazzy tunes. But I'm going to play, like, a small portion, like 30 seconds of it right now. And just listen to it. Even if you're not a Kingdom Hearts fan, if you're not, like, vibing with this, like, if you can't just, like, casually just kind of swing your head to this, I actually don't know what's wrong with you. Like, it is just lit. But give it a listen now. Like, seriously, that is a fucking bop. That is a genuine bop of a track. And Kingdom Hearts Melody and Memory, for those of you who are interested, I actually, if you're not a Kingdom Hearts guy, I can still recommend it for you. Because it's a rhythm game. It's got story elements to it, but you don't have to pay attention to the story. No one really pays attention to the Kingdom Hearts story anyway, and you don't have to play it. You just got to know, like, basic rhythm games. And I actually recommend the Kingdom Hearts series. Just give it a listen to. It's fairly good, like, really good. Like, people think, oh, it's Disney and Final Fantasy. Like, how can those be good tracks? And I realise that they fucking are. They definitely are. So, if you're looking forward to that, that is on November 13th of this year, very before the PS5 drops. Allegedly. I'll get into that later. Speaking of release dates. Oh, Halo. Halo Infinite has been pushed back to 2021. We don't have an official release date, it's just 2021, but I would like to know in the comments if, and I'll read them, I'll be up to debate, if you play games for the sake of playing, not just like, if you're like an avid gamer, I know I use that fucking dreaded gamer word, but if you actively like play games and an avid gamer that don't just play like the new FIFA, new COD, if you just play those that you don't need to put any arguments in, because I don't really care why, because there's no reason to even have the argument, but why would you ever buy an Xbox? If you're like an avid gamer that delves into different types of games. I genuinely don't know. Especially at launch. If you're like a launch purchase like I am, that likes to get the games as soon as, consoles as soon as. Why? Why would you get a Xbox when there's no reason to? When you can just get a PS5 that has like better exclusives and actually probably has like a decent launch title. With like Ratchet and Clank and whatnot. Like, I don't get it. I genuinely don't. Because your only good one has now been pushed back. And even then, good is quite the heavy understatement when it comes to that game, and it kind of looks like fucking Halo 1 HD, in my opinion. I'm a Halo guy. I love Reach. I quite controversially like 4. Never play 5 though, because it's the safest one, and why would I ever buy that console? But yeah, Halo 3 I also really liked. ODST, big favorite. But Reach was the king for me, like a lot of other people for multiplayer and aspect, but that was just brilliant. But yeah, I don't see the epitome of buying an Xbox Series X, even if you are like an avid gamer, just get the PS4, like 5. Sorry, I keep calling it PS4. I don't know why, but yeah, that's been pushed back. Speaking of pushed back as well, this is one fucking kicked me in the dick. Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga got pushed back to spring 2021. Now a lot of you are thinking that maybe watching this, thinking like, oh, did they get a release date? Otherwise, in an interview shortly after the game was announced, it got a release date for October 20th, I want to say, or end of October, like October 20th to October 31st this year. And I was really excited for this. I genuinely was really excited. I apologise for, guys, I'm drinking a lot of water, try and keep my throat intact. I'm kind of ill at the moment. My throat's kind of a bit AIDS. But yeah, fucking annoyed. I'm genuinely annoyed. That's like something I was really excited for this year, and proceeds to have this year kick me in the dick yet again. Like, I just genuinely want this year to end. I honestly, if 2021 doesn't bang, I don't know what. There's no hope. There's literally no hope for anyone. It's just 2020 has been one of the worst years. I think it has been the worst year of the 2000s. I genuinely think it has. Like, in terms of just like emotional value, and I think social media doesn't help that. Like, social media has been a big impact from that. Like, it's been one of the worst ones since social media has been like introduced. Like I said, like in terms of like, just like social media, like what's been happening around it, not in terms of like world events. Even world events has just been god awful as well. But yeah, like we got a gameplay trailer. Looked really cool. Going for its funny aspect. I can't tell. I think they're using lines from the movie and also additional ones like Lego Avengers, which is what I plat that game. Like Lego Avengers is still one of my favorite Lego games of all time, so I'm probably gonna plat that. Yeah, a lot of games to plat because I'm definitely gonna do that with. I'm probably gonna double dip with Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, and I'm probably gonna get it on the Switch for its 8-player and on the PS4 for its trophies. And I'm definitely gonna plat Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. I know my good friend Barnoff, aka Scott, might also pick it up as well. Also, my friend Jacob as well. Jacob, if you're listening to this, yeah, you should get that game. It's pretty good. I'm gonna pester you for it anyway. Speaking of friends that have been looking at games, AP Graphics, also known as Ariane, also known as MLG Tour. Shouts to the old days. We were watching Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad that were announced on the like DC live stream. They announced a bunch of like DC related things like movies, comics, and games. And yeah, Gotham Knights. I don't know what to think of it. I have the same viewpoint as I did the Avengers game, where it's piqued my interest, but I really don't care for it. Like, I just see numbers coming out of people, and it immediately puts me off. Like, I remember when I seen gameplay of that, and I seen like Batgirl punch someone for like 271 damage, and I was like, no. So I need to see more of that, and Suicide Squad, I just need to see. I would like to see it. I was genuinely angry for this teaser trailer. I honestly, I think I should make a video on this, but if you tease your game on social media, you have already, that is the teaser. That is the teaser image. You shouldn't need 2 teasers. Unless like, you should only need a teaser if your game has been delayed for like 5 years, and it's getting like a massive revamp, like a remakeover. Then you tease it again for its new stuff that has come out. It shouldn't need one. It shouldn't need a teaser trailer if you already have a teaser image, which is the, I'll put it on the monitor, which is the Superman with the Suicide Squad over Kill the Justice League, that big tagline. But yeah, it really annoyed me how we didn't get gameplay. Genuinely did. So I have no opinion on the game apart from it just has a bad taste in my mouth opening. Like they should have shown gameplay, and it just made me. Yeah, I think it's got a 2021 release date or 2022, which, you know, it's a thing, I guess. Like I said, I can't really comment on it. I probably will come back on the podcast in the news section to talk about it when it gets better or gets gameplay, or we get like screenshots in game from the Twitter. But at the moment, I have mixed opinions on Gotham Knights, and I have a negative look at the moment on Suicide Squad. / a no opinion whatsoever because they haven't shown me fuck all. One, I actually originally, fun fact, I did record this before the Lego game got delayed, so I redid it, and also because of the passing of Chadwick. But when I was doing it, I was talking about Fortnite, and I just basically brushed over Fortnite, and I went, oh, I made a little gag of like, oh, it ends its 4th season again with Marvel again, and then just pushed it aside. But I hate to admit this, it's not that bad? Question mark. I don't know. I've actually been playing it a good bit. It's kind of it's grab. It's I know I literally call me a sucker for consumerism, but its Marvel aspect and the fact that it actually has like a decent battle pass has pulled me back in to just play the game like occasionally, and it also something to do with my friends during lockdown. So yeah, I'm kind of meh. I don't know how I feel about it. I'll update you more on when like I'll play it more, and I'll update you guys more on when how I feel about it in probably next month, maybe. You never know. I can stop playing it in like 2 days and then just not comment about it ever again. But for the moment, it's got me hooked. For the moment, it has got me hooked. Anyway, onto the channel. Recently, I've been thinking of rebranding, and hopefully, I will get someone, AP Graphics, my good friend, who did the amazing. Shout out to him, by the way. Go follow. He's top link in the description because I'm really proud of the work he's done. You wouldn't have this image you're looking at right now if it wasn't for him, and the image on the what's meant to be the Snapchat thing. Sorry, the SoundCloud thing, and the thumbnails for the YouTube. Like, I am so proud of what he's done here. I'm probably going to commission him a new logo for the rebrand because it was my avatar. Which, fun fact, little history lesson. My avatar comes from a half gift off of my friend who basically went, oh, I know you like Sonic, so I found this online on DeviantArt, and I'll give it to you. And he sent me a link for his birthday. I fell in love with it, and I was like, okay, this is lit. I have not been able to find it on DeviantArt ever again. So, like, if you guys can find it and post it, like, I would like to give credit to the guy, because that's kind of like, without this guy that just randomly drew this one character, I wouldn't have this branding for the channel I have today. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing a rebrand or a restyle for the banner and the logo, and because now I have this avatar, I've made it my own, I've tweaked it, made it my own, and put it in this format, so I now have it like as the podcast, like as a, I don't know, persona. I don't know how you fucking want to furryify me if you want. I don't really care, but yeah, I have it now as like a different form, so I can change it and probably have my logo not be that low. It's also low quality as well. That image is so shit and low quality. If you look at my TSG, or like, yeah, the Weeaboo channel, TWG thing, it's just awful and generally shit in quality. So I think of rebranding, having a high quality banner. So let me guys know what you think of that, and also please go down and commission him for work, because he does good. Like, if you look at his Instagram, it is so good. And I don't mean to fucking suck your dick, Ariane, because believe me, I'll bully you to the end of the earth. But you make some damn good art, and I'm proud to you to have work on this. So big ups, and go check him out in the link below. Speaking of stuff to the channel as well, if you notice in the Sonic review, which I'm really proud of, by the way, I teased collabs and music. Oh, that's gonna be it's gonna be awkward. But the music has been put halt to further delay. I don't know when that's gonna release. And the big project for the end of the year, the big secret project, has been pushed back to 2021. Mainly because the lockdown restrictions and whatnot, and I'm respecting social distances and planning and organising shit is literal hell. So, and me getting information out to friends about doing, like, participating in it has been a nightmare, and also it's been bad because of the whole lockdown thing and COVID-19, and yeah, it's just kind of bad. So that has been postponed to 2021, and the music has been delayed till further notice, and I will update you on all that when the time comes. So yeah, but look forward to it. Currently I have 3 tracks done. I'm redoing one, unfortunately, because I hate how it sounds, and I possibly have a collab in the works for one of the songs with one of my friends of mine who's into more of his rap style. Yeah, I do look forward to the music. I was looking forward to the music, but I've had to put it on delay because my personal life has also been catching up to me as well, and that's not been fun, but I'll brush over that for the sake of your own boredom. The newest video, if you guys haven't checked that out, is the Last of Us 2 meme review. I hate how PewDiePie has ruined the phrase meme review, because I really liked how I formatted it. It was just short reviews where I briefly go over how I experienced with the game. That's been my most meme review, where I'm actually like focusing on stuff. I do recommend you check it out, because I have something I very proudly work into. If you get the jokes, and like I said, it's a lot more jokey than my actual reviews where I actually go into it. But check it out. I am proud of it. I'll take a shout out Barnath as well for allowing me to watch his experience and play through the game. How we were both really excited to watch that, and how we're both think about it now. There will be a podcast. We will do. I think I've said this now. I did send the review itself, but I think we will just dedicate a section of the first podcast to talking about it. It's been long enough that we can talk about spoilers and stuff. But yeah, we will have like a spoiler cast on the first podcast. So look out for that when it drops. Yes, the podcast. I'm also reading from a list of notes as well, which is why I'm stammering and going. It's also got ADHD, so that's pretty lit. But yeah, podcasts will be coming soon, and I will look streaming as well. I didn't have this on the list, but I'm thinking about streaming again. There are two things I want to do. I'm currently thinking about building a new PC because I've got a new desk. So I'm really proud of doing it. I've got a bigger desk so I could fit more stuff. I'm thinking of building a new PC, double monitors, and when I do that, I'm thinking of streaming the entire Kingdom Hearts series on proud mode, not critical, because I'll be there literally forever. But I'm thinking of trying the entire Kingdom Hearts series from 1 to 3, and probably Melody when it comes out on the hardest difficulty, and just playing through them all. Maybe doing like bosses, like super bosses, and having incentives, stuff like that. Like, you know, maybe having like little joyful incentives or music or penalties or, you know, I'll think about when I get there. But hopefully you guys can look forward to that. And maybe relatively soon I'll be doing VR streams on Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters VR, which is a great little VR Yu-Gi-Oh! Experience. You can play with your friends. It doesn't cost you an arm and a leg to open packs like Duel Links. I've been getting addicted to Duel Links as well. But I mean, having a really big Yu-Gi-Oh! Streak recently where I've been playing a lot and watching a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! So much so, I actually want to ask another question before I end off. I've been watching all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Currently in Japanese at the moment. I never get around to doing it, and I've always wanted to watch it, to watch like what was changed, and apparently I heard it was better, and currently it is better. I have been enjoying it a lot more than I have the dub version, and I also plan to watch GX, which is where I finished watching Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid, and also 5Ds and beyond, because I've never ever watched those, and I really want to try and get into them, because I've literally known I'm a kind of a boomer when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, like the old seasons, and new stuff scares me. I know how to approach it, but yeah, would you guys like, once I've finished each of the arcs, like these are like long videos, but would you guys like a review on each of the, would you guys like a review on each of the arcs, or each of the seasons, or would you like them as series as a whole? Like, would you like a Duel Monsters review, a GX review, a 5Ds review, just like full blocks of the actual individual animes, or would you like seasons, or would you like it at all? So let me know in the comments below. I think we will end this off here. Unfortunately, I don't have ending music at the moment. I will just slot some random stuff in. So I might, you know what I'll do for this one? I'll slot in the melody of memory music. I'll just slot the rest of that in to give you guys a little bit of jazzy ending. So yeah, I don't know how to end these. You know, I don't know. I'm just gonna take a nice sip of the water and fade out. You know, see you guys on the podcast or the news in a month. And look out for the next review, by the way. Looking forward to it.